Hey YouTube, it's Taylor. Since we're getting really close to Halloween, I wanted to talk about some stuff that's really spooky to transgender people. And for me, what's been really spooky and on my mind lately has been violence against transgender people. Since my last video, I had someone who said to me a loose death threat and had told me that people like me should be slain because that's what it says in the Bible, and that was really really upsetting for me. And I've been wanting to make a video about this for a while, and it really impacted me that there are people out there in the world that really want to harm people like me just because I'm different and because I choose to live my life in a different way because that's what I'm living my truth. That's what my body is telling me that I need to do, that my body tells me that I'm male. And violence has just been weighing heavy on my mind. And I want to make this video because I don't think that people realize how often that our lives are threatened as transgender people. And just recently, I had another person threaten to assault me by grabbing me by the throat and punching me in the face. And these are things that I have to live with day to day. And it's not that I live my life in a way that I'm screaming to the world like I'm transgender, look at me, blah blah blah. Like in my personal life, like I make this YouTube channel because I want to help people like me. Like when I was growing up, I didn't really have anybody to look up to that I could really really look up to that was accessible or in my area on things about being trans and about the life that I live and all the questions that I had. And that's why I choose to make this channel public, and that's why I want to make a difference, and I want to be there for my generation and for generations to come, because I feel like they're coming into a world where there's a lot of adversity and a lot of people really want to brush the stuff under the rug. And I think it's stuff that needs to be talked about. And, as much joy as being transgender brings to my life, there are still so many things that, are very dangerous for the way that I'm living, and people want to hurt me. And, if you're transgender, like people want to hurt you too. And that's a hard pill to swallow, and it can be really traumatic. And you can have a lot of things that you're thinking in your head and you're not really sure how to process all of these things. And it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to reach out to people. And if you know that someone wants to harm you, it's very important that you report that and that you take care of it, and that you're mindful, and you want to keep pushing on, and you want to expose these things, because what these people do by threatening it's emotional abuse, it's physical abuse. They're threatening your well-being and who you are as a person. And you are the most beautiful and incredible people that I know, and my heart is that you live safe and fulfilling lives that no one can take from you just because they don't understand or because they were raised differently. And maybe violence is part of their upbringing, and they don't know how to live any other way. And it's still like we have to stand up and we have to take these things on, and we have to expose it for what it really is, and it's hate crime. So I just wanted to get on here, and I wanted to talk about that and kind of put that out there and say, like, if you're trans, these are things that you may experience. And they're definitely not things to take lightly. Like, your personal safety needs to, come first. And I just wanted to say that because I think it's really important that, you are disclosing the information about yourself, and you are exposing that, it is important that as a transgender person, that if you're going to disclose to someone that you are transgender, it's important that it's coming from you and not from someone else, because you need to make sure that you're kind of keeping your friends in check, and you're finding out, like, who's talking to you, who's talking about you and about your life and things like that, because they could be putting you at risk and they don't even know that they're putting you at risk. So just things to be mindful of. Like, definitely, like, practice safety. Like, practice safety when you're walking at night. Make sure that you have your phone out. Some people carry pepper spray. Some people, take the precautions that you need to take to protect yourself, because we never know how we are going to be accepted in this society, and we can't assume that everyone is going to be, rainbows and butterflies about everything about us. So, on that note, I'm going to switch gears. So just be safe, and be aware. On that note, I'll just talk a little bit more about some other experiences I've been having. So currently, as of today, I have 97 days of clean and sober time. So I've been doing really, really good with that, and I'm just working really, really hard to stay on the right track and make good decisions and live a healthy life and to stay motivated. So far, since my sobriety, I've been doing some murals outside, some of the biggest work I've ever done, and I'm currently in a show in Las Vegas for art, and it's really important to me to be in this show because um, I'm using my work as a transgender artist to just bring awareness. And so I did a piece on Candy Darling, and it's basically it's her transition, and so it's portraits of her that are overlapping each other, and it was really important for me to get this piece into the show, and just things like that. So a lot of doors have been opening, and I'm just trucking. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm living in a way that is beneficial to myself, is helping others, because I don't want to be self-centered, and I don't want to live a life that is just empty. So I wanted to get on here and talk about it. But yeah, my life, aside from things, I can't complain. Like, my life is really blessed, and when you work hard and you go after the things in life that you want, doors really do open up, and there really is hope for people like us, and we really can make this life into something beautiful. And so that's all I wanted to say, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, just go ahead and shoot me some messages on YouTube, or I know I have my Tumblr page on there as well. Both are great ways to contact me, but I hope you guys have a super spooky and safe Halloween, okay? Talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.